Just came from my post office box and bam, look who it is, Gold Hunter 77. I sure hope that comes out right and it's not backwards on this phone, but he sent me some mail. We were doing a little swap. We swapped hats and stuff and did another little sticker swap. So I know you guys can't see the back of this, but it says, here is one of my original channel stickers just for you. You know where that's gonna have to go, underneath the table over here so that everybody can see it. There it is right there, Mr. Gold Hunter 77. We'll be putting these stickers all over our trucks and other things and all around all the equipment I have. Here is the box. 1/2 pound beach gold, platinum, and gems in this stuff here. I think what we need to do is run that on the Miller table. Beach Rocks, Brandon, Oregon. Really cool looking slabs here. Wow. I didn't know that they were cut. I'll have to go and when I get some time, I'll have to sit down and really look at these. Those are pretty dang cool. Kind of a mail call. A lot of times I don't do a whole lot of mail calls. And I do get in quite a bit of stuff, it seems like. River Picture Agate, very rare, he says. Serpentine high grade. Let me get this stuff torn into. I like this piece. It's cut into a pyramid in a way. So he sent a bunch of stickers in here, all kinds of different kinds. So it'll be cool. There's another Gold Hunter. Really like that logo. I did see one in here of the state of New Mexico that he had. And a couple more of these. Look at these groovy. Those are some groovy logos. Mr. Gold Hunter 77. I'll get all this stuff put away, get the Miller table out, and we'll let that chew through here to see if we can find any gold. Royal Manufacturing Miller table in the house. I think that'll probably be the best thing to do to run this really fine little beach gold of his. I've already thrown in a bunch of water in here. I got 8 gallons. Got my pump down over there. You can see it just barely in the water flow. I always like to clamp my wire down just to kind of hold it up out of the water. What I'm going to use to power this up today is I have it back there hooked up to this bilge pump speed controller. These wires go over to those 2 little terminals. Those terminals come around and hook to this power supply. I usually call it a transformer. The most important thing is it's 12 volts, 5 amps for a Miller table. So those are the specs that you'll need if you were to use one of these. And I'll be honest with you guys, I bought this on the internet for like $7. So it was pretty cheap for me to have a power supply. We'll get this thing plugged in, let it start rolling. We'll let the table get nice and wet and seasoned, and then I'll get to leveling all this stuff, and I'll be back when we go to do that. As you can see, this just isn't gonna cut it. No water's making it over here. Our bubble level over here says that we are way off. This table has these little leveler legs over here. See how it's starting to meander across. We're going to raise up this side a little bit. That'll get the water to fall off and run through the whole table. I'm kind of liking what I see there. I've got it all leveled out. We're going to start running some material level this way from here to that point. I only have it dropping 3/8 of an inch from here all the way over to here. I'm gonna run my water speed about right there. We'll see. Kind of all depends on the material also. What the density is, if you have to slow down the speed of the water or go a little bit faster. Kind of splashing on me over here. So I got this little piece of cardboard with my little brush so that maybe it don't splash. Not a good thing to get this baby wet, that's for sure. So we'll hide that out underneath the cardboard. Now we'll see if we can find some platinum or gold in this stuff. But I'll get to work on this, and if and when I see anything exciting pop up on us, I'll bring you guys back. I have only dropped in 1 spoon. There's probably 12 or 13 in there to do. And my goodness, look at all that gold right there. That's just over there, and all of this stuff. I'll get to sucking this stuff up with the snuffer just to get it off the table. And then on the next run, I always like to watch the Miller table shoot through and fast forward. Took my hat off, put his on. Good looking hat right there. We're gonna see if this hunk of junk is worth the darn. Guys, when I come to suck stuff up at the Miller table, you can't really go at it from this angle where the water is coming down. You have to go the opposite way. If you come over here, look at this piece. Hopefully you might be able to see it. But if I come and disturb the water flow over here, it has a tendency to have the stuff roll down. So I come from behind in the direction it would go anyway. If it were to slip away on me, I'd catch it with this. Got 2 big pieces there. Couple down here I missed. Come back at those, get that, get a little bit of sand with it. The Miller table can be pretty tedious at times, just because you're picking up the smallest of the smallest gold known to mankind. I'll finish cleaning this up, getting everything out of here. I need to get up here with Troubled One Paydirt's card. Come up here and kind of just agitate this stuff once again. Get it all spread out. Let that stuff run back down the table again. I'm sure there's something in there that was hung up. I'm gonna put you guys on fast forward. We're gonna hit some warp speed. After that one, I'll suck all the gold out of there. And if anything big time comes about or something I see I ought to share with you, I'll be back. I may have to do something with this Miller table. It doesn't seem to be coming out here as quick as it is over here. I've seen this before. There's a weir system that's back underneath this cover. Typically I'll pick up this end. Maybe I'll show you how I do that. Look at all this gold from that second spoon. There's gonna be a boatload. I'm gonna get all this sucked up. I'll manipulate this so it rolls on down the table faster, and then we're gonna see about trying to fix that little problem right there. This one may be a little bit difficult to try to explain, but I've noticed in the past sometimes the table doesn't seem to be coming out as good as it should. Like I was saying, the weir system is behind here, so what I'll do is I'll just pick up the entire table and I'll let it get completely full over here. You can start to see it building up. That way it can fill up that assembly back there. Maybe there's some voids or some air pockets or who knows what. And there's times I'll do it 3 or 4 times. I'll pick this bad boy up, let it fill up over here on this end, and drop it again. And I'll pick it up again like this. You can see that water level. It slowly starts to build out on the table. Hope all that makes sense. But that's what I've noticed has worked for me in the past. We're gonna drop in some more spoons, guys. Let's see if it's kind of hangs up there again. No, not this time. Well, maybe it is just a little bit, but this is better than what we had. Here we are at the end. We're going to attempt to do a snuffer dump. I have the catch tray over here at the end just in case some gold tries to get away from us. We'll do a snuffer dump over here, see what we can find. There's still more in the bottom of this bottle. Need to do it one more time, see if I got anything on my finger. Hard doing this. Yeah, when I was picking this stuff up, I know that I was picking up a little bit of magnetite too. So we'll just let the table run all this stuff down, whatever's junk, and we'll suck it back up. But that is a good little pile of gold for that tiny little bag. So I rarely use this catch. Today I'm just going to blow all the gold down. I've been letting it sit on the table for, like the last 15 minutes. Just letting it all clean itself out, get rid of everything that was in there. I'm going to get it all blown down into the catch. There's all the gold stuck in the catch tray. We'll get our snuffer bottle over here. Just start sucking all of it up. Usually I just snuffer it up off the table and don't use this a whole lot. Got a little bit left in here. We'll go over it one more time. Looks like we pretty much got it all. Nice and clean gold in here. Not a whole lot of debris and whatnot. I'll have to get all this poured out, dried up. This is gonna be tough to get everything dried up and then transferred over to the scale, but that's what we're gonna do. I need to get all this stuff turned off. That was a whole lot of fun and always a good time when I get to use the miller table. So let me wrap up all this stuff and I'll see you guys over there. It is Gold Hunter 77, man. He sent me all kinds of cool stuff. And really do appreciate the hat and all the other cool stuff that he sent in that Paydirt. I think I'm going to end up probably at some point or another roasting what that guy right there sent. We'll see if we can extract any more gold out of there. I need to put it on a microscope. See about, said there may be some platinum in there, so I don't see any platinum in there, but there is a little bit of filth. Let's throw this stuff on the scale. First, we need to tear this thing out. This scale has really been acting up on me here. Looks all cleaned out. 0.127, you can't beat that. That is a great little haul. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's only Tuesday, so stay safe out there. I hope you guys all have a good week. We'll be back to prospecting next Tuesday. Get a chance, smash out our subscribe button. Goldpan Suntan over and out.